All right, so you guys have probably seen this video floating around about this dude in Philadelphia getting robbed at gunpoint. Now, before we jump right into this and we talk about what he could have did and what he should have did and how he should have pulled his pants off and slapped his dick on the ground to scare him away, let's just take a look at this news clip.
Jackie, Fred, I'm standing exactly where that man was kneeling, where that horrific moment happened. We spoke exclusively with Philadelphia's DA about the incident as well as with the victim, who says he is just lucky to be alive.
Yeah, kneeling on the floor, trying to remove my bracelet. I thought I was getting shot.
That's what was going through this man's mind as he was being robbed at gunpoint with an assault rifle in Center City this weekend. Police say he was one of the 3 men targeted by armed robbers. Tonight, he speaks exclusively with NBC 10 about the terrifying moment he found himself staring down the barrel of 2 guns, unsure if he'd make it out alive. For his safety, we are not identifying him.
So I just feel like God gave me a second chance to leave, so I'm so grateful.
The frightening encounter happened near 15th and Locust around 3 o'clock Sunday morning. In a video making the rounds on social media, 3 masked suspects surround him and force him to his knees. One suspect walks away, while the other 2 point a handgun and an assault rifle directly at his head. Moments later, the victim removes his watch and hands it over. The suspects then run back to a dark gray Honda Accord. The victim then gets up and walks away. Did you think you were going to die?
Of course, when I just look at the whole thing, the whole video, when I just think about the whole situation, of course.
The video was recorded by someone standing in the lobby of an apartment building in this busy part of Center City.
It happened to me, it could happen to somebody else.
It's a fear city leaders say they're determined to prevent.
None of us are going to accept these kinds of weapons being used in our streets. It was shocking. It almost looked like something you don't expect to see in Philadelphia or anywhere in America.
Earlier today, the Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner and the chief of the DOA's External Engagement and Governmental Affairs Division met with all 3 victims. He says investigators are working aggressively to identify and arrest those responsible.
We all need to work together as Philadelphians to make sure that our welcoming city doesn't welcome that. We need to make sure there are severe and appropriate consequences for people who engage in this behavior.
The message for the public tonight is if you have any additional video or information about these suspects, they want to hear from you. In Center City, Shaira Arias, NBC 10 News.
Now look, man, nobody wants to be in this type of situation where they are staring down the barrel of an AR-15. And, all right, side note here. The barrel length on that AR pistol is pretty damn short. I know this is going to sound crazy as hell, but when people are debating about barrel lengths and like talking about velocity and shit, yeah, none of that's going to matter when you got an AR-15 pointed at your damn dome. Just saying. Now, on a serious note, we all could debate about what we could have did and what we should have did in this type of situation. Realistically, you don't know what you would have did until you're like this guy on your knees begging for mercy and trying to comply with these people that are robbing you, hoping that you walk away from this situation with your life. A bracelet or any other valuables are replaceable, but a life isn't. So fortunately for him, he was able to walk away with his life intact. Now, from the perspective of a gun owner, what would I do if I was in this particular situation? Well, I wouldn't even be in this situation, truth be told, because ain't no way in hell my black ass gonna be in downtown Philly anywhere. Truth be told, I'm not gonna be out nowhere in Philly. But if I had to answer that question, just comply. I mean, at that point, they got you by the balls. Like, you're not finna, even if you got a gun on you, you got 2 dudes pointing guns at you, bro. Like, you're not gonna John Wick your way out of this. You may as well just comply and leave with your life. Yeah, your dignity might be on the floor, but at least you get to walk away with your life. You know what I'm saying? That bracelet that's on your wrist, that's a replaceable object. Yeah, it might cost a little bit of money depending on what it is, if it's like Van Cleef or something, but realistically, like, that's just an object. That's an inanimate object. Your life is far more valuable in a situation like this. So I would just comply, but realistically, I wouldn't even be downtown Philly in the first place around a bunch of niggas. Absolutely not. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it said it happened at around 3 o'clock in the morning in downtown Philly, right? I don't even like being out past 11, 12. Like past a certain time, that's when the hooligans, the demons come out. The people that don't really have a future, the people that really don't care about their life, that's when they roam the streets looking for a victim. And truth be told, like, I wouldn't even be in no downtown Philly, especially with no valuables on my wrist. That's just a bad move. At 3 o'clock in the morning, you just looking for trouble at that point. Now, I'll also say this. I understand some people have jobs that require for them to work at a certain time, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. If you are going to be working around that time, right? My advice is, number one, get you a gun. You feel me? Get you a gun. But number two, make sure you have situational awareness. If I had to be out at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm not wearing any headphones. My head is on a swivel the entire time between me going to work and then going back to my car. My head is on a swivel. Do not stop for no damn food. Nigga, get you some food in the house. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no stops. Don't even stop at the gas station. You feel me? Wait until you get into a better neighborhood and then you can make a couple of stops if necessary. But listen, if you in Philly, like, Philly is crazy, period. You know what I'm saying? So 3 o'clock in the morning, my head is on a swivel and my hand would be on my gun in a hoodie, in a pocket, whatever. Like, I'm making sure I'm clutching the whole time. So my advice to this guy is he need to get armed, like, immediately, because it might not be a second chance the next time.